Alright, I'm just gonna start with the set that I changed into last time. It wasn't going like terribly. We weren't doing amazing, but
Yeah,
we probably would have got
eventually.
there.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a Monster Hunter before.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, crap.
Monster Hunter.
Damn it.
But I barely know her. Oh, I got a Rathalos Ruby. So.
Oh, I could use like 10,000 of those.
Really?
I mean, weapons.
Yeah. True. I will admit I bought a scarf online. Just a scarf.
Tim, a real scarf?
Now, I did also buy a real scarf online a few weeks ago, but that is not the scarf to which I am referring. Let's just say this is the Monster Hunter I've spent by far the most money on, and I'm not sad about that.
Well, that's good.
The thing is, like, they have the DLC sets or whatever, and it's like, spend $20 and get like 10 stickers and 4 armor pieces and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, they split them up. So it's like, no, I'm going to spend $1 on the one thing in there that I actually give a shit about. Anyway, want to look at my scarf?
Well, I'm looking at menus currently. And learning that I don't think I can make a single water hammer.
Yeah, that tracks.
Not a single one.
Well, hey, I'm just using my Isuchi charge blade, so. So I wonder if I can upgrade my water charge blade. They still have not put a weapon in this game that is elemental file that is not the fucking fish for the charge blade. It's not great. But yeah, apparently the silver and gold wraths have some ability on them that like massively boosts elemental damage, so that's why I want them badly. Anyway, here it is again.
Here's what again? Oh, the quest. Where's your scarf?
I'm wearing it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's just a little scarf.
It's just a little scarf.
Yeah.
A little bit of scarf in my life. A little bit of scarf by my side.
Just step away for a second to
I've been waiting for the new Mambo #6, and I'm so glad it's finally here.
A little bit of scarf is all I need.
My scarf.
So you think Lou Bega delivered?
Yeah, he did it. He does it.
Boy, water switch axes aren't looking much better.
Water is, I think, one of the least represented elements. I was gonna say in this game, but truly like in Monster Hunter history.
Also, you need to start fucking every weapon in high rank still.
Yeah.
Why did
I mean, I'm
waste
sure
my
you
time
have a
making high rank
water.
armors? Why didn't I only make weapons like you?
I still made
No, I
every
still-
high rank armor in the game.
Yeah, I mean, you did play this game twice as much as me.
I started with weapons though, yes.
Yeah. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit.
I mean, didn't you make every Did you make every of one weapon?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
What was your big weapon? I can't remember. Gun lance?
Kinda. I mean, I did. I mean, let's check that guild card.
I mean, it's lances now, obviously. But
It's lance now. I had 108 switch axe, 78 gun lance, 69 light bow gun, 66 longsword, 44 hammer, 43 hammer, 44 hunting horn, 30 dual blades, 21 great sword. Like, I guess.
what about
switch
hunting
axe.
Gorn?
Oh, hunting Gorn, 8 billion.
Oh, well, there
Played
you
a
go.
lot of Gorn, my guy.
Yeah.
No, but like, I mean, like, sure, I guess switch axe is 30 above my other top 3, but like, that's pretty spread out, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's my problem, really. It's just I went too wide.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I made every sword and shield, great sword, and charge blade, I think. Which is certainly a very good jumping off point for the weapons that I like. Even though I really haven't used hardly any great sword. I think I'll grab a Sun King Oktoberfest.
More like Dicktoberfest.
There were
Oh my god, I can't... I have everything to, like, make a lot of the Magnumology, but I never made it in fucking low rank. So there's no way to make the Magnumolo stuff unless I go all the way back to low rank for a single skewt.
That's pretty whack, really.
Yes.
They must have just anticipated you would make all of the Magnum stuff you'd ever want.
But, like,
I don't
every
know.
single weapon should have a G rank starting point.
Correct.
Yeah, if not everyone, like at least most of the ones anyone gives a shit about.
Yes. Anything above a certain HR level. Fuck it. Orange or tan?
I mean, even if, well, hey, I mean, again, every weapon can now be upgraded to be rare 10, so whatever you make can turn out to be a good weapon, which is cool.
Yeah, that's true. I don't like the look of this that much, but it's like decent. It has blast, which is always good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so jazzy in here. It's like I'm in the jazz
Yeah.
kitchen.
It's like you're in Jazz Kitchen in Sunbreak, Indianapolis.
So rip.
So,
Sunbreak. That's just so much better.
Catch me in the fucking brip. Brip, brip.
Brip,
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 brip.
motherfucker!
love the Brit.
I don't love the Brits, though.
No. I guess I love the Brits individually, as I love all
each and
people.
every one like they are my own.
Yeah, they are truly odious people.
That means they're
Odie
like
from
Odie from the
Garfield?
Garfield. Fuck.
Oh no!
I think we said Garfield in the exact same, like, millisecond.
That was,
Pretty close.
That was rough. That our first instinct there. I mean, hey, he is from Indianapolis, right? Whatever his name is.
I think Muncie.
Garfield.
It is actually Muncie, yeah.
Oh,
Muncie has
okay.
been the Garfield capital since Garfield was first created.
You know, that makes sense that it would be the capital of the thing when the thing is made first.
Yeah.
Capitals can move.
That's true. It would be amazing if the Garfield capital of the world moved at some point.
How do you Jim Davis formally announces. Not since the Roman Empire moved its capital from Rome to Constantinople has there been such a
momentous movement. Ah, I see you switched to just Diablos.
Who?
You, didn't you?
Oh. I guess I
Did
didn't
you not
equip that
mean to?
weapon that I just made. I'm so used to making stuff and saying don't equip.
Oh yeah, go ahead and grab that Aurordal again.
Tim, get in the
Wait,
butterfly.
Got it.
Wait. Yeah, okay, sure. I forgot to drink all my drugs, so I'm gonna do that too.
I'm gonna paralyze him.
How?
It seems to
like
get
car
paralyzed.
accident or
Very good.
Really, I'm just gonna go in with a knife, I think. You gotta get between the bones, of course, but that seems to be the most efficient way of doing that.
bones?
Well, I was trying to paralyze him, and his
Okay,
spinal cord is
it'll be
protected by
asleep
his
soon.
spine.
It's asleep.
Well, yeah.
Okay, good thing.
Oh no!
the-
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, look
I
like
had
it worked out.
I had put some slicing ammo in right when you were saying that.
Okay, Jordan, try and put him in the middle here. Get the bombs condensed a bit. Sure. Then you go. Chris, are you gonna set it off or?
Oh, I have an idea.
Oh. That looked fun.
Yeah, I don't know if it did the most damage possible, but it was fun. And that's like my Monster Hunter philosophy.
Yeah.
This guy goes fucking nutso with it.
It does go nutso with it. Ow.
I don't know why you're repeating that so deadpan.
I think that's just an inherently kind of funny word.
Can't
Okay.
believe Jordan called me funny.
You are?
Oh my god, he admitted.
He admitted.
Have I ever denied this?
It's just fucking does Bruno Mars is gay?
Unfortunately, even though I don't find I think you should leave funny, I do think it's very quotable.
Yeah.
Ah.
I love that a new symbol for hypocrisy you could find is just a picture of a guy in a hot dog costume.
Yes, no, like, again, I don't think that sketch is funny, but we're all trying to find the guy who did this is very useful.
I haven't.
And what did you say? It is a symbol of what?
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
Or like somebody
oh.
complaining about a problem they created.
I
Because
see. Okay.
the sketch is that they're trying to figure out who drove a hot dog mobile through a wall, and there's a guy in a hot dog costume just.
Okay.
He just
That
like
makes
interrupted like a wedding or something, and
Yeah.
he's just like going around being like, "I was here the whole time with you guys."
Yeah, because I have seen that image, but I did not know the context for it.
I think I like how I think you should leave a bit more than Chris, but I still think probably the best sketch is the first one that opens it, where a guy like pulls a push door and then cannot acknowledge that he got it wrong, so he just like muscles the door open.
He keeps pulling it so well.
Yeah.
I think the best sketch
you should-
is.
That sketch is like 30 seconds long. You should watch it as soon as we're done here, Tim.
I mean, it's definitely possible that Tim likes I think you should leave more than us, because it's like very obviously Tim and Eric had a big inspiration
Yeah,
on Tim Robinson.
I will say I actually do like I think you should leave. So I think I do. You dislike it. I like it.
It's
I just
possible that if I watched it with people first, I would enjoy it more. But like watching it alone, I never like laughed out loud. So, but you know how comedy changes when it's like in a public setting.
Yeah.
I forget.
I
Have
do
we all
think-
seen the Tim Robinson Lady Luck bit?
Yes.
Okay, good.
do think
It's not from that show, but it's very funny.
the best sketch of I think you should leave, in my opinion, is the one where like there's just a car parked in the middle of a parking lot with like, I don't think it even has its blinkers on, and like there's a guy honking, and he finally gets fed up and walks to the vehicle to see what the fuck is happening. And Tim Robbins just turns, he's just like, I don't know what any of this shit does, and I'm scared. Which is the proper reaction when you're in a car.
Yeah.
Even if you do know what this shit does, you should be scared.
Yeah, I do like the show, but it is weird how like popular it is on the internet.
That I agree. Like, it's weird that it has surpassed just being a cult thing.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the oh my god, he admitted the one from the car like
Yes.
focus group.
Yes.
Yeah, where the old man is insisting that they have a car where the steering wheel does not fly off.
And there's
With the
one
what?
person. Yeah, he's just like, I think we should make a car that has steering wheel that does not fly off when you try and use it. And everyone's like, oh yeah, good idea. And there's one guy who's like, what are you talking about? And of course the old man hates that guy. You have no good car ideas.
I feel like this one is going better so far.
Oh, last one was going bad until we dropped.
It's true.
Yeah, I do think I was perhaps too aggressive with my hammering.
Ow.
Oh, look at those the tiny
Ow.
little nukes.
Yeah, sometimes he sets up little nukes.
Don't you care about the environment?
Little Nuke is my rapper name.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes. That's my first track. It's called Yes, and it just goes. It has that voice clip that goes Yes, oh good, and it just does that 16 times, and then it's over.
And then it's over.
I like it.
Check out my SoundCloud.
Do you have a Bandcamp that I can like purchase your tracks on?
No Bandcamp, only a discotheque.
What does that mean?
So I have to go to a discotheque to hear your music, and that's the only place I'll be able to find it.
That's right.
Oh yeah, old school. I respect it.
So you gotta go to Europe first.
Oh, well, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, I appreciate you guys trying.
Yeah, we tried.
I'm willing to support you. I will do anything to support you to except stepping foot in Europe. Not happening. Sorry.
When was the last time they elected a far-right reactionary?
Ow!
Wait,
Orban?
when was Orban's election? It's like
Recently?
two-ish years ago?
I think so.
Which one is he?
What?
I think
Which
he's
one is
Romania.
he?
Jordan? Jordan?
Jordan?
Wait. What's going on?
We're
do you mean?
looking for confirmation of where Orban's
Oh.
from.
I said Hungary like twice.
Oh, we didn't hear that.
Neither of us heard it.
It was weird. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I will, for my entire life, confuse Romania and Hungary. I don't know. I mean, they're both vaguely,
damn.
like they're both Eastern European, but
I don't know. It's one of those areas where like you would think they'd be pretty similar, given the fact that they're like right next to each other. But I think Romania might be like really like set apart from the rest of those for some reason.
I always think Turkey and Hungary are right next to each other, right?
Yes.
I always find that weird because, oh god, which one is it? Hungary is very European and Turkey is very like Middle Eastern.
Yes.
yeah. Well, the bulk of Turkey is in the Middle East. There's just the little bit that sneaks over into the European continent.
But it's just strange that those two are right next to each other.
Yeah. Well, Yeah, well, that whole area was like, in fairness, Turkey is pretty European for being Middle East,
Yeah.
and well, and it's like they're kind of like the true inheritors of like the Roman Empire, if we consider Constantinople to be like.
Yeah, listen, Justinian.
I consider the Byzantines to be Roman. That's what they consider themselves, and if we think that like, well, they were conquered by the people who eventually became Turkey, then you could argue that Turkey's kind of the true inheritor of the Roman Empire.
Yeah, I mean, it just
I'm
gets
always
weird when
arguing.
you consider that, like, Ottomans were, like, super Muslim, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously Constantinople was very Christian and Catholic, like, it just gets weird.
Until they weren't.
Well, yeah,
But-
until you know, the Ottoman thing happened.
Well, they schismed before that.
When did they schism? Tell me
I don't
about their
know.
schism.
Guys,
I'm
we
pretty
haven't
sure it
talked about schisms in a while,
No, we haven't.
and that's a fault.
It is, yeah.
Fault in our skiz.
Yeah, it sure is that.
By
As
noted
they might say.
Indianapolis native.
Yeah.
How long do you have to live in Indiana before you become a Hoosier?
I would say if you want to, if it's a permanent move, and you want to claim the label, I say you can have it.
I mean,
Like, if
who
you-
can?
I think
I
that's
mean,
fair.
I guess.
Chris, you and I have been in Indiana for a combined like 10 years, right? I mean, combined with college and now.
Combined with college and now, it might be 11 or 12.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are both Hoosiers, definitely.
You think we're Hoosiers?
I would say, like, yeah, absolutely.
We're Hoosiers?
Yeah, of course.
But with like fucking
And
Rusty Fuckstick up in Noblesville, would he call us Hoosiers?
I think most Hoosiers, at least in my experience, are not super precious about the
I
label.
think to be a Hoosier, you need to obtain the Sagamore of the Wabash or whatever the
Yeah.
Oh wait,
horrible
Reagan made a
honorary
good point.
title.
Reagan made a good point. Tim and I still call them beanbags.
Uh,
Bags,
Yeah,
not-
but-
not
Yeah,
bean bags.
no, I
No
know.
one calls it
the
beanbag.
formal name is beanbags, of course.
true. I think we can overlook it.
Well, that's
Oh,
kind
I
of you.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I
I'm
do-
not very precious with the Hoosier label.
I think
Um,
bags is bags a exclusively Illinois thing.
I think it might be,
It
unfortunately.
sort of feels like.
But
it.
listen, Chicago is the capital of the Midwest, and there are so many of us in that area.
True.
We really need to figure out where the Ohioans sit, I think, to...
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Like Owen's not a good source.
No, he...
You could maybe give us.
Or is he the best source because he's on our side?
Well, now you've got it. I can pretend he was born there.
Yeah, but we all know it's not true. He's not
Forgot
near
about
terrible
this.
enough
You
to have
said
been.
you forgot about the entire state an hour ago.
Yeah.
I can pretend he was born there.
Look, he's not near terrible enough to have been from Ohio.
That's
I
a
say
little
about the
reductive, but you know what? I'm gonna say that's fair.
I say about the ancestral homeland of my dad's family.
The ancestral homeland of Ohio. Ancestry
lived
is a
there
weird
for-
thing, because
Yeah.
like I'm like kind of a second generation U.S. citizen, because like my mom's parents were both born in Europe.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
is
also
interesting.
my dad's family was in Canada for like 3 generations before moving to not Schaumburg, but like the Chicagoland area for another couple. Like,
Huh.
yeah, it's weird.
So where were your dad's parents born?
My dad's parents are both, I think, natives to Illinois.
Oh.
Okay.
I'd ask them, but they're super dead.
Yeah, that would put a damper on that.
I could like go to like their graves and pray, I guess.
Yeah, I mean sometimes that
shot?
works.
I mean, it's the only way to find out where they're from, right?
Correct.
You can use a wish spell to communicate across planes to them.
Yeah, but that's like 9th level, my guy.
It is, but I'm just saying you could.
Yeah.
You just have to take a long rest right after.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just do wish, be like, yo, where are my grandparents from, and then immediately fucking go to sleep.
On their graves.
Oh, I was thinking in my home.
Oh.
No, it's much more appropriate if you sleep on their graves.
Who do you think I am? Fucking Mary Shelley?
Correct.
She did a little more than sleep on her family's graves, if you know what I mean.
I
Not
don't
notable
actually.
Mary Shelley.
Yeah, according to Wikipedia, yeah. I bet fucking Percy Blythe would be one of the Percys.
Probably.
Can you name another famous Percy?
Percy Jackson.
See,
Yeah.
that was also my first thought.
No, that was my first thought as well.
Percival DeRollo, the whatever the hell that guy's name is.
Yeah, and again, fictional.
Should not have his own Wikipedia page.
Yeah, he better not. Listen. I liked Critical Role for... I mean, I still like Critical Role. I just have not followed it for a while.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Oh, hey, nice poison. Paralyze.
Poison,
Thank you.
Poisonerize.
Take that, Pavano.
Who?
I think that was Hawk getting really mad at a ref.
Oh, that had a bit
that
sound
track?
like your Hawk voice.
Was Pavano the name of a... No, maybe he was a pitcher?
Maybe, I don't... There aren't many umpires whose names you know in
Umpire.
baseball.
Sorry.
It's mostly just when they do a real bad job
Ow.
of their names.
Yeah.
There is a Twitter account that tracks umpire calls, where like so and so in this game called this important pitch a ball when it should have been a strike, and because of this, like X team scored X runs. So
Oh.
it's like that sort of thing. The umpire in yesterday's World Series game called a perfect game. No incorrect
for him.
calls.
Interesting.
That's the kind of that's the kind of motherfucker you want in the World Series.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but he's working the big game.
Oh yeah, do we have a spider?
There should be
I
one.
used
I
the
see.
spider pretty early on.
I see it.
Oh, there's
Jordan
another
also
one.
sees it. Jordan
There,
used
yeah,
it. Or
yeah.
grabbed it
Well,
at least.
I grabbed it. I'll use it here in a second.
Been fighting it for so long, the life has returned.
I hate when the life returns. No vampires
Gotta get it.
remain in
button?
Romania.
Are you pressing the button?
I'm pressing all the buttons.
It's Y! Y is the only button.
All right, there we go.
Well, you pulled it out of the sky, which is
I don't
useful.
think that... Oh, is that what happened?
I think so.
Huh.
Hey, I got the tail. No,
Oh.
something else fell.
No, yeah. But either way, any break is a good break.
Any break is a good break. That's what Bane said when he broke Batman's back. I should watch that movie.
Why was that where you went to immediately?
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie.
Any break is a good break.
Any break.
You know what, Bane? I'm gonna have to. That was a pretty good break. I gotta agree with you on that one.
I'm in tremendous pain.
That movie is not great, but
I'm gonna have to go to Iraq to have a doctor punch my back into place or whatever.
Is that what happens?
I
Pretty
gotta-
much.
Bane, send me to your pit prison. I hear they have the best back punchers on earth in that place.
Hey, it's Blue.
You really
we weren't-
pop a vertebrae back in.
We weren't too far off.
I was doing way less damage last time though, so we might have been pretty far off. There we go.
I was
Nice.
also ultimately probably doing way less damage. Just because I've played better.
Did you get it even?
No.
Did
What
not
did
appear
it
you
cost?
did.
Everything, etc., etc. I got a silver Rathalos lash.
Nice.
Rathalos rat.
Rathalos rash.
I got a Rathalos rash. Put some cortisone on that.
Yeah, see, I still haven't used any of my my potions. So I'm doing
Yeah,
like way better than I did last time.
I think same. I might have used some of them on accident, but I still have first aids left.
Reagan is informing me that Ohio also says cornhole, so we're just gonna have to annex that out of the Midwest. I think, in fact, the Midwest is now only Illinois.
No, you guys are just wrong on this one. Sorry to say.
Where else calls it bags? Like, is there another state weirdly like 10 states away that calls it bags? Hey, good job.
Okay, that blue actually is very late, I feel. I feel like that's just a small blue window.
Yeah, maybe. That's probably another solid minute. Forgot to get this shiny over here.
Where's that shiny?
All right. It was kind of by the wall with the crabs on it. Sort of. That direction. You might have already got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I believe I got it then. What was... I felt like I was gonna say something.
It's a good hunt.
It was a good hunt.
I always liked the gold Rathian more, personally, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's harder too.
It seems like 80% of the United States calls it cornhole, and about 17 or so calls it bags or bean bags.
What is the other
And where is
3%?
where is the non-Illinois percentage of that?
This
I got two
SB Nation
Rathalos
map,
rubies.
like, I got one Rathalos ruby. This SB Nation map isn't really opening. Let's see if I can find it somewhere else. That's just pictures of bean bags.
Is it an SB Nation article that is just pictures of beanbags?
No, I clicked on images hoping that the map would show up.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, some people call it bago, which even though I'm a bags kind of person, that's fucked up.
That's worse.
yeah, I do. I think I know people that call it bago,
You
but I
should
think it's because
kill
like,
them.
well, I think sometimes you buy it in like a set and it says bago on the set, which is rough.
Bago
No one should call it that.
Yeah, no, that's bad. Whoever does that should be
Fire.
executed.
I mean, I understand that it's throwing a bag into an O, but I still
It
just
is
thoroughly
You know what,
disagree.
Tim? You've convinced me. They're throwing a bag into an O.
Great job, Tim. You convinced him.
I've done it.
I'm gonna put up that Harsaros so I can also be HR 12 with Jordan.
Oh, now in HR 15. So
Fuck!
falling
It's
farther
lit.
and farther behind.
That said, I do think the HR now adds behind your rank cap.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure.
I think you'll be
Well,
15.
Yeah, probably.
Once you bounce out here.
I unfortunately think that this map on SBA Nation is actually a dead map.
Mm.
Or a dead link. But it looks like, based on this screenshot of it that is very zoomed out, it looks like perhaps Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, and Missouri call it bags.
Oh yes, the pervert states.
You know, a lot of those
Oh my
states are
God.
perverts, I'm not going to deny.
Good news, there is no silver Rathalos rare, it appears.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, you just need a normal mantle?
This is taking
Yeah,
a long
which
time to not
I
be able to
happen to
join
have
this
two.
quest.
It does do that to me quite often. Nope, I got it right away.
I might need to shut down my game.
Damn.
I'm gonna
Really?
give it another 15 or 20 seconds, but I'm still locked in it.
What was I
mean,
fucking...
sometimes mine last like a solid 40 seconds, it feels like. How's it going over there?
I feel like I was going to say something before we got on this Bago tangent. Are you okay? Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, it worked.
Whoa,
We actually pulled it out.
that's rough.
Actually, none of my switch axes have dick for damage except for this one. So I probably made the right choice.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I've got a sale at the store.
I've got a sale. There's a sale.
I can get a Malzeno statue. So I'm going to use a lottery ticket. Get my Malzeno statue.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Reagan and I have watched the first 2 seasons of the HBO Harley Quinn show, and my review is it's largely decent to good, but by far the best thing about it is Bane.
Yeah, Bane's pretty great.
Bane's pretty great in that show.
Is he actually Hispanic like he's supposed to be?
Looks it, I think. I mean, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's still, like, they do the muffled mask voice the whole time.
Oh god, they do. Why?
It's not too bad. Like, it's still legible, but it's clearly speaking through a mask.
Why is he the Dark Knight Rises Bane?
I mean, he's not really.
Oh, because it's a comedy show, and The Dark Knight Rises Bane is comedy gold.
That's,
I mean,
yes.
I guess, yeah. He should have been a luchador, like he's supposed to be.
Yeah, no, there is a part where he takes over part of Gotham City, and they call it Baneton, but everyone else calls it Banetown. He's like, it's actually Baneton!
Oh my god.
And all of his little minions wear luchador masks.
Okay. Like my favorite television show, Mucho Lucha.
Oh yeah, that show.
Whoa!
It's a deep cut.
Is that one of those, like, unlocked something in your memory?
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
There were a couple different, like, luchador cartoons that came out when we were kids.
Oh, yeah, El
Were there?
Tigre?
El Tigre is the other one I was
I
thinking of.
remember El Tigre vaguely.
There might be a third one, but I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I think El Tigre could have been made by the Mucho Lucha guy after, like, he moved to Disney XD or something like that.
Won't shock me.
It's
Which one is
possible.
Lucha Lucha on?
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network. And then
Bartoon Network.
El Tigre was Disney XD?
I think it was Disney.
My initial thought was Nickelodeon, but I could be totally off on
My
that.
initial thought was D.
Yep. Thank you for contributing to this conversation, Chris. But yeah. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is a lot of luchador themed cartoons.
Also,
around.
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre,
Nacho
yeah.
Libre was kind of around the same time.
Which is like one of Jack Black's first films.
No,
Yeah.
not even close. Not even a
Oh.
little bit close, in fact.
Up to that point, he'd been only in X-Files TV shows.
I mean, Nacho Libre came out in, like, maybe 2000. I'm gonna say 2006, maybe 2007.
2006 sounds right.
And School of Rock was, like, several years before that.
Okay, School of Rock was 2003.
Yeah. All right.
So it was the beginning. It was still early with him as a leading man.
Sort of, yeah.
Like, and every other movie that I would recognize him in before that, I do not know what the fuck character name he has. Like, do you remember Zeke from Ice Age? I
Vaguely.
don't.
Which one?
J.D. McNugent in Saving Silverman?
No clue.
Apparently
was
he was
the-
in Biodome as Tenacious D?
Yeah, when was
Hey.
the Tenacious D movie? That was, like, quite a while ago.
Same year as Nacho Libre.
Okay. Which was what, 06?
Yes.
Okay.
I would probably like Tenacious D. I should watch that. It took me like probably a decade to come around to Jack Black, because in my brain as a child he was the Nacho Libre guy and that movie looked incredibly obnoxious.
Fair.
It was pretty dumb. But
I've enjoyed Jack Black. He's always been fun to me. But
yeah, I think Jack Black has just never done something horrible like too many people have, and so I
yeah,
respect him immensely.
Jack Black strikes me as like a Guy Fieri figure, where people like
Yeah,
really like to mock him for a little bit. Which
He was in that Gulliver's Travels movie, Tim.
well, okay,
that's
that was
true.
that one that one did look awful, but
Which Owen said he worked in the theater when that film came out, and said he saw the ending of it like 500 times.
nice.
Now I can't remember what he says happens at the end, but it was something weird.
Wow.
All right, Owen, you're gonna have to back me up on this one.
Oh, and in a month and a half? Can you back him up
Yeah.
on this one?
Yeah, get my back on this one.
It's around Thanksgiving. Can you back him up?
Wow, it's in a hallway and Jordan's not even here.
No, no.
Ow.
But yeah, he
Oh, indeed.
In
I know everyone knows that
2014,
Jack Black is great,
Jack
but-
Black appeared in the movie Sex Tape as owner of YouPorn.
was that a Kevin Smith movie?
I do remember the concept.
No,
of
that's something else.
sex tape, which is just some really dumb, like, I think it's just a dumb sex comedy.
Of course. A lot of those in the early 2000s.
Yeah, they've
Well, that was
really fallen out of
2014,
favor.
So
Yeah,
I, for one, am glad they've fallen out of favor. They
And
all
I think-
seemed bad.
the vibe of that makes sense to me because I remember when that was being advertised, I was like, they're still making things like this.
I choose to believe that them not making like dumb sex comedies is evidence of the downfall of American cinema.
Hmm. Hmm.
Maybe I'll change my opinion when we get a Marvel sex comedy.
Well,
Okay, one
nothing
second.
yet,
I'm
but
trying to think. I'm trying to think of what characters could be in a Marvel sex comedy.
Just do
V-
Next Wave.
Who?
Next Wave was like a kind of parody book written by Warren Ellis.
what about instead of Vision Quest, Vision's dick?
He does have children. This
does
is
have
What do we
children.
think of
true.
that? What
He
are
has
we
3
thinking
of them.
about?
I'm a big fan. I think we should move forward with it.
They're not dream children, the dream police. They live inside of Vision's dick.
So you know how WandaVision it was all a dream and haha, Wanda is insane?
Haha, hilarious. Go ahead.
Yeah. Those 2 kids do exist in real real life.
Yeah.
In real Marvel life.
Yeah. But also one of them is one of them is
A werewolf who goes to the moon, or
No,
a
that's-
vampire who
married-
smokes
one
crack,
second,
or
married to the emperor of the Kree Skull Empire, is that correct?
correct. Yeah, Hulkling and Wiccan.
Yeah.
Hulkling and Wiccan.
is
he was one
the
of the
Pope
Marvel's-
of Jupiter.
He was one of Marvel's first gay characters.
It's true. People like him a lot.
Yeah.
Just like Bobby Iceman.
Yeah.
People like Iceman a lot.
Yeah,
I
but
think
he was-
people are.
people like
people are generally
Iceman, but
positive
they
about him,
also
but-
hate that he was outed by... Was it Jean Grey who outed him?
Yeah. Well, no, she like read his mind once and was like, "Hey, I know you're gay, and you should probably deal with that." She didn't out him.
Yes. And that is how he was made gay canonically, is a
Yeah.
mind reader read his mind and went, "Hey, motherfucker, you're gay, idiot."
That's not
Bad.
moral.
Yeah,
And
Jean
that's
Grey-
one of his
Jean
friends,
Grey-
I imagine, right?
Jean Grey sucks ass.
Well, the context is that they're like teenagers and figuring out how to use their powers.
Oh, well.
I think that gets kind of blown out of proportion.
I mean, there was also was that? No, I don't
I mean,
know much
that's
about
also-
X-Men. But
That's
was
also
that,
like explicitly happens with Charles Xavier too.
yeah.
Well, not explicitly because they never made Juggernaut explicitly gay, but He's gay.
What about the bit where was it? What this 3 times already?
It was kind of like warping around weirdly on me.
Yeah. And then the charge right after every time.
Yeah,
Was
and
it-
that's one of
was-
those moves that doesn't let you wirebug.
Was it like the Days of Future Past storyline where they all like went to the past and like 2 of them were like, fuck this, we want to leave, this is a horrible idea, and Jean Grey went into their minds and just made them change their minds and made them happy, and everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Jean? And she said, we're doing this.
I don't know. It's not Days of Future Past, because Days of Future Past is when Kitty U's mind was sent back in time.
Okay.
Oh, I think you mean Wolverine's mind was sent back in time by Kitty
that's-
Pryde,
That-
who has
not
mind
what happened.
mind time powers.
No, I hate
Actually,
this.
one of her X-Man abilities.
I need
Nope,
to keep
I
watching
hate
those
this.
bad X-Men movies. I've seen the first 3, so I think X-Men Origins Wolverine is next.
That one's
Ooh, that-
exceptionally bad.
Oh, hell
rough.
yeah.
That one is like iconically terrible.
No, that
In
was
Yeah,
the
awful.
X-Men movies, they were like, okay, listen, Wolverine was not an original X-Man, but we really need people to see this fucking thing.
Yeah.
In fairness, he was on the he was like on like the second team that was also extremely iconic. So
There are a lot of iconic X-Men teams is the thing.
there's like 2.
Oh, you think it's only the first 2?
Yeah, I don't think that there's a third iconic X-Men team.
Who was
Okay,
on the
but-
first iconic X-Men team?
I mean, like, the first one.
Yeah, the original 5: Iceman, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Beast, and Angel.
Okay.
Now, they did just give up using Angel ever.
No, that
Okay.
makes sense because he never plays any role in any of the films.
Because
except
they were
for
like, wait a second,
child with cancer?
All this guy can do is fly. What do we do with this next to, like, Magneto and
Well,
Wolverine?
I mean, in fairness, his most compelling aspect of him is that he's very rich.
Okay, but, like,
Oh.
there are 18,000 Marvel characters who are also very rich.
But not a lot of them are in the X-Men, besides Charles.
Emma Frost.
Yeah, all right,
Emma
Emma's
Frost.
pretty wealthy.
Is she a bad? Isn't she a bad guy?
They've been making her a good guy for the last like 20 years or so.
She's like in the morally gray camp. Like she'll fuck stuff
Yeah.
up if she wants to.
Okay.
And it's pretty much inevitable that every X-Men villain eventually becomes a good guy. It's just sort of the nature of it for these,
Literally all of them have been a good guy.
including Apocalypse.
Including Apocalypse, who was a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
Got me intrigued to read Age of Apocalypse or whatever.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, I just kept going. But also, I just
Now,
started.
so
I
shall
just
he.
started reading the Hellfire Gala and Trial of Magneto, and it seems like they might be back to making Magneto a bad guy again.
Yeah, they kind of settle in on him being like having some issues, but being decent.
Okay.
I need to catch up on X-Men Red, which is where they spend a lot of time with him.
He may have murdered. Don't tell me if he did, but he may have murdered his daughter.
He may have, yes.
Also, Tim, did you know that Did you know that they're like Magneto has another daughter and has for a long time?
I mean, you said another daughter. I didn't
Scarlet
even know about
Witch.
the first daughter.
Scarlet Witch is his daughter, but she's always just been like kind of in the gray zone as a mutant, so Marvel got to keep her in the movies.
She's
I
more
don't
of a
remember. I don't remember Ian McKellen fucking someone and creating an Osmond. Osmond? Osmond? Emma one of the
Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Olsen.
Olsen. Thank you.
Osmond? Osmond?
It would
Is
be
there
better if
an
he did, though.
You're thinking of Haley Joel?
Maybe yes. I definitely am.
And his sister Emily?
Apparently, Emily.
Apparently Emily. The new hit female empowerment movie.
Disney Plus live action television show.
Anyway, yeah, so Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are siblings from Magneto's loins. I have no idea who their mother is.
She's like some random person he was hooking up with.
Sure.
Magda, I think. And I think that like he scared him off when scared her off when he revealed that he was a mutant.
Oh, well, that's racist.
Yeah.
That proves his point, doesn't it?
My honey
Well-
was stolen.
No.
Oh no.
But then also, Magneto has a daughter who basically looks just like Scarlet Witch but green, and she has Magneto's powers.
Yeah.
And
Polaris.
she's called Emerald Sorceress.
No, she's called Polaris, which is a decent
Yeah.
name, I think.
She's she and Alex were always an item. Alex Summers, Scott Summers.
Who?
Are you Havoc?
Havoc, yeah.
But then, 1 second. But then they cloned Jean Grey.
Yeah.
And
Then they
Havoc
cloned Jean
like
Grey.
fell in love with her, but then they murdered her because she's like, they're like, that's a clone. That's not allowed. And he's just like, bro, my girlfriend.
Well, so you're missing some stuff there because originally, Maddie Pryor, the clone of Jean Grey, hooked up with Cyclops, and they got married and had a kid. And then Cyclops abandoned his wife and newborn child so he could go back to superheroing.
Oh, well, who's that? Who's that child?
Cable.
Oh, wait, Cable isn't
Oh no.
actually Jean Grey's daughter or son?
No, this is just something they've chosen to ignore for like 20
Hey,
years.
I'm gonna put down a poison toad. So
Nice.
feel free to avoid it.
Nope.
Well, give plenty of warning.
Yep.
In fairness, I guess there's a point where Jean Grey does raise Cable, because she and Scott go to the future and raise Cable for a while.
What about Raisin Canes?
Bull.
Can't wait.
Bull.
Are they here yet?
I have no idea.
Hey, so that Culver's by Glendale opened up,
Yeah.
and every
Oh.
time I have looked at it, the line has been like overwhelming, and I'm like, not getting Culver's
Wow.
today.
I
Interesting.
mean, that's good news for Culver's in Indianapolis, apparently.
Yeah, listen.
I'm sure it'll settle down.
That was like when
Yeah,
the Krispy
probably.
Kreme opened up by Castleton, and it was just like mobbed every single
Don't-
day at all hours. Which
No,
is-
man, I need to get my perfectly fine glazed donuts.
I mean, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
No,
glazed.
They're pretty damn
Krispy Kreme is
good.
pretty solid. Yeah.
I
We used
would
to have one
always
in.
take that over like just a Dunkin' Donuts glazed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I
Uh,
mean, mostly because
I mean-
they just very obviously make them right there, whereas Dunkin', they obviously just have them shipped in a frozen box or whatever.
Yeah, we used to have a Krispy Kreme in Fort Wayne, and did you guys ever live nearby a Krispy Kreme?
I'm gonna say you had a Krispy Kreme in Fort Wayne from the years 2000 to 2007. Does that
About,
seem
yeah.
accurate?
Yeah.
Because that is the exact amount of time that there were any Krispy Kremes in Illinois.
Or
Yeah, that
I
seems
think
about
I
right.
think they just overextended themselves.
They did, and maybe they're doing that again, but I'm okay with it.
I feel like
Well-
they've been slower to get back up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they used to do a thing where when they were cooking donuts, they would put like a light on, and then you could go there and they'd give you a free donut. It's like blazing hot.
Ooh. Nice.
It was great.
Yeah, there's
Burn your fucking insides with our donut. The light's on.
Yeah, the
problem
light's on.
is
Come
they
get a
were-
free hot donut.
they
right
were
out of the
giving
fryer.
like very generous coupons for like several months after it opened, and Haley and I were just going all the time, and then they stopped giving coupons, and we haven't been there since.
Yeah, I mean that's
Fair.
fair. McDonald's should do that with French fries.
Just like get them like a little child's fry if they have the light on.
No, just if they like have a batch of fries that just came out, like light up the M on the McDonald's M.
Yeah.
On the light up them golden arches. I want
Let
them
up
fresh
the
fries.
small M within the big M.
I
Yeah,
guess it would be
exactly.
nice to know when they have fresh fries, just because
Mhm.
McDonald's is a.
You often get floppy ones.
Yeah,
For 5 minutes, McDonald's has the best fast food fries.
Yes,
then
this is true.
minute 5:01 hits on the clock, and it's like, okay,
not great.
These are fine.
these are fine.
Just use enough ketchup. They also have very good hash browns.
The hash browns are probably the best thing they have. I gotta say, McDonald's breakfast is probably their best thing.
McDonald's breakfast, yeah, has always been my favorite McDonald's.
I do like a McDonald's hash brown.
They're good.
I'm not generally just a potato person, but they're really nice and crispy.
Yeah,
They are very crispy.
like crispy. They're still a little bit like greasy from the fryer. Like,
I will say I had a Big Mac for the first time like maybe 2 months ago because it was like the 10 o'clock menu and they didn't have stuff that I wanted, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? I'll have a Big Mac. It was really good.
it's a solid sandwich. I hate to admit it. I don't think their burger patties are very good, but
Yeah, I liked them as a kid, but like I think that's just because I liked what breakfast sausage patties tasted like, and they're pretty much the same.
yeah, I don't not crazy about their like burger patties, but in a Big Mac, like, the Big Mac sandwich is a pretty well constructed fast food sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They actually
I
have
had
like
one.
pretty nice buns for them nowadays too.
Yeah, I had one when I was like 17 or 18 for the first time, and I was just like, oh, this is pretty solid actually.
I don't know if
Because I'm
I've
really
ever
not
had...
much of a burger guy.
I know this
I'm
about
not-
you.
I'm not much of a fast food burger guy.
Hmm.
The problem is that like they're like actual like fast food burger places that are just like much better. Like the difference between like Five Guys and like McDonald's is so huge.
I have, I think because I am not a burgerman, I have never been. I've never had a thought other than I don't want to go to Five Guys.
Fair.
Like, their sandwiches are really expensive.
They
I
are.
don't know if
Yeah.
I've ever actually had one. And
Also,
their
they
fries
are
are
good.
like a super greasy sack of fry kind of fries.
Their fries are too greasy.
I like them.
No, I still like them because I'm a French fry slut, but too greasy.
But the thing is, like, I love chicken sandwiches, and for quite literally no reason, they are like always $10 at fast food or like $8 to $10, and I'm like,
Yeah.
now you have a burger and fries that is more food that I can buy for $5. So why is this?
Like, a McChicken is good. A McChicken is just a solid option.
Yeah.
But, like, the higher level of chicken sandwich at McDonald's, it's good, but it is also...
It is good, but like, why is
It's
it
also
$8?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be $8. I can get an entire meal from McDonald's for like $5.
Well, the problem is
Yeah.
that the whole like chicken sandwich war happened, and then they just
These are
made
different
all
women.
they just made all of the chicken sandwiches into like high end items.
These are different women
Yeah, look in.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
in Discord.
Discord.
These are both Magneto's daughters.
Oh,
It's not just a palette swap. They're different human beings.
the same incredibly snatched waist and gigantic breasts.
Yeah. Comics.
Comics.
Comics. Magneto had some good genes, I guess.
Yeah, I
Have
mean,
you
listen,
seen
that
him?
mother's like 180 and he's still kicking.
Somehow.
That's true. Magnets,
Whoa!
from what I understand.
We finally cracked the code.
Just be magnets.
I probably have one more hunt
Yeah,
within
that seems
my
fair.
bones.
Yeah.
Was she in the X-Men animated series? She must have been.
Probably.
Big
I mean,
Green.
Yeah, Big Green.
Polaris has been around since the 60s.
Yeah, which was wild to me, because the first time I saw her, I'm like, who the fuck is her? When the fuck did they shoehorn this bullshit? And then I
Who the
recently
fuck
learned...
is this Autobot?
Yeah, exactly.